Arsenal had more expected goals than Manchester City last night, 1.52 to 136, and still lost. But here's the question that should terrify every Gooner. If that was your best performance in weeks, why does it still feel like a mid-table side nicking a result on someone else's ground? Look, this was Arsenal's best performance in quite a few recent matches, but for a team of their stature, simply being better than your last few performances is absolutely not enough. The result is the result, and right now, it is not over yet. Everyone is level on points, which means by pure probability, everyone has a chance. 5 remaining league matches: home to Newcastle, away to West Ham, home to Burnley, away to Crystal Palace. Why not treat these 5 games as a mini-league of their own? A knockout stage? Every game a cup final. Take this performance, carry it forward, and go after every point available. That is not fantasy. It is genuinely achievable. But here's where you have to be honest about context. Over these past 2 weeks, Manchester City played 2 games. Arsenal played 4. Your legs are gone, your tank is empty, and the body starts lying to you about what it can still do. Key players across the front, midfield, and back line were unavailable, including Saka. Meanwhile, City had their strongest possible selection, fully fit, having played half the fixtures. And City have a midweek European fixture this week. Arsenal don't. So City may well have been banking something in reserve even last night. Every advantage handed over on a plate. It is not an excuse. Absolutely not an excuse. But there is a physical difference, and you have to acknowledge it. And this is where the big demon looms over everything. Arsenal still have Paris Saint-Germain ahead of them in the Champions League. A side that, unlike City, have been rotating and resting throughout League One, banking their energy for European nights. Arsenal arrive at that tie having played 4 matches in a fortnight. PSG arrive fresh. The fixture congestion is not a footnote. It is a structural problem that goes to the heart of whether Arsenal can compete across both fronts. Now let me get to the argument that matters most, because the stats from last night confirmed exactly what we watched. Shots, 15 to 9, Arsenal with 6 more. Shots on target, 5 to 3. Arsenal's XG was 1.52, City's was 1.36. Arsenal had better quality chances, more positive angles of attack. They just didn't take them. You played well. So why couldn't you do this in the games before? And even this so-called good performance? Was it really as good as it looked? You have to ask. The most revealing tactical moment of the match was the second half shape change. When Arteta shifted into a 4-3-1-2 and pushed Odegaard into a more advanced central pocket, with Rice and Zubimendi sitting behind him, it briefly changed everything. Arsenal was suddenly compact in midfield, direct in transition, dangerous from the second ball. That's why those 5 or 6 minutes in the second half felt so different from anything we'd seen in weeks. The shape was correct. The problem, and this is the problem, is that the 4-3-1-2 demands your number 10 to press and recover in the same movement. Odegaard was doing it. But with legs gone at the 60-minute mark, the space behind the advanced midfielder opens up and you can no longer close it. The shape was correct. The timing of when the legs gave out made it irrelevant. And that 60-minute cliff edge isn't a coincidence. Look at Arsenal's last 6 games against English opposition. They conceded 8 goals total, 5 of them after the 60th minute. Exactly 2 per game, but 5 of those 8 arriving in the final 30, against Manchester City in both fixtures. 3 goals conceded after the hour mark. The physical fall-off doesn't just slow Arsenal down, it fundamentally changes what the team is. The press that disrupts City's build-up in the first half becomes the liability that creates City's counter in the second. The 4-3-1-2 that generates danger at 60 minutes becomes the shape with a hole in it at 70. You're not watching a tactical failure. You're watching an energy failure that makes every tactical decision irrelevant. The second City goal told that story perfectly. Arsenal pushed forward, couldn't get back. The defensive shape couldn't reset. Doku and Nico O'Reilly had combined down Arsenal's right flank at least 5 or 6 times across the match. That exact combination, every time. And almost every single time, Arsenal couldn't stop it. Rodri drifted in unmarked on the far side. Haaland turned and struck it. 2-1. You deserve exactly what you got, right? The universe handed them every advantage, and they took it. Then there's the penalty decision that I flagged before it even happened. And this is absolutely not hindsight. The contact was there. VAR let it stand anyway. Remove that call, and you change the entire complexion of the second half. The psychology, the momentum, the way City defend a lead. Arsenal were forced into a position of certain elimination rather than operating as a team that could still steal a result on their own terms. That distinction matters. You deserve to know what you are actually up against. Overall recruitment this season, I'd give it a 5, maybe somewhere between 5 and 7 out of 10. Not good enough, not bad enough to condemn entirely. Defensively, Hincapié has genuinely impressed. He keeps getting better, and his handling of Semenyo today was excellent. But lose Saliba and Timber from your defensive structure, and no amount of clever recruitment fully papers over the cracks. In midfield, Nørgaard was brought in and barely used properly. It doesn't matter what you spend if you can't deploy it. That signing, fail. And going forward, Madueke is a gamble every single time. His ceiling is what it is. If you put him out there, you deserve exactly what you got. Compare him to Eze, to Cherki, to Doku. There's just no comparison. But the deeper issue isn't any individual signing. It's that every player you can genuinely rely on in these decisive moments is one of the old guard. The established names. And when the system can no longer do the work for you, what saves you is individual quality. The ability to conjure something out of nothing. Ryan Cherki showed you that with the first goal. At Arsenal, the space afforded to players to express that kind of quality is extremely limited, and right now, the legs aren't there to manufacture it either. Both competitions are still alive, 5 league games left, PSG still to come. The question is whether this squad, at this physical state, can find the level you need to win when everything is against you. After last night, I'm not sure they've answered that yet. If you found this breakdown useful and you enjoy this kind of in-depth analysis, a like and a subscribe goes a long way in keeping this channel going and motivating me to keep producing more. Drop a comment below too. I read every single one. See you in the next one.